Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome back to the Rock Nerd Radio Show. Today I'm continuing my look at the entire Midnight Suns Mindless One Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends, and today, in 6 minutes or less, we are going to take a look at the new Clea figure.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.
Clea here is part of the Midnight Suns Mindless One Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends, but if you're not familiar with the character, let me give you some quick info about her. She first appeared in Strange Tales Volume 1, number 126. She is the daughter of Umar from the Dark Dimension. She is also the niece of Dormammu. She had been married to Doctor Strange in the comics, and recently, when Doctor Strange was dead, she served as the Sorcerer Supreme. So now that we know a little bit about her, let's take a look at this figure. I really like the colors on her. There's some nice blues and purples and blacks, and the rings or like magic effects, whatever these are, on her pants. That design is really, really neat. I really like that. The hands that she has on out of the package are these kind of magical hands, but they also kind of look like, the metal devil horns. So I kind of dig those too. But let's look at some of her accessories. Because she is a magic user, magic character, she does come with these purple magic effects that you are no stranger to if you have a Marvel Legends figure. They use them for like power effects, magnetic effects. I already have the one set equipped on her wrist. You can see they just kind of slide over, fit over the hands, something like this. So you get those cool magical effects. As most Marvel Legends figures do, she does have an alternate set of hands. These, in her case, being two fists. Let me try to clear up. There you go. There are two fists. A left and a right, of course. Interestingly enough, is that the fists rotate on the horizontal, so there is that to know. But if you want to swap them out, it is a very easy part swap. You just have to pull one fist, and you can easily put the other fist on, just like that. So now if you want to have her with a fist instead of the magic hand, you can do that. Going over her articulation, I do want to point out that she is pinless on her legs. Her arms, while single jointed, are indeed pinless. But, everything you would expect on a Marvel Legends. Legs kick out, that much and that much. We have thigh rotation, although the thigh rotation does kind of break up the magical, the pattern on the legs when they move. Of course, double jointed knee, kicks out like that. Her ankles can pivot, and they can hinge up and down. At the waist, like most female figures do, she has the kind of ball ab crunch going on, so you can turn her, twist her, whatever. Arms can go up about this much because of these shoulder pads and can rotate all the way around, although they do kind of have to move around the shoulder pads. Elbows, of course, single joint, but you do have rotation at the elbow. Hands fully around, as well as up and down. And then the head is on a ball joint. It can move around. It is a very nice head sculpt, but because of the hair, it kind of does get in the way when you're trying to pose her. Still looks pretty good, but you can still get some really nice posing done with her. I will say, I like the vest, and part of me wonders if other characters will use this body for people who have like shoulder pads, like Farrell from X-Force. I wonder if she'll end up having something like this. And just to say it, she also comes with the one of the arms for the Mindless One Build-A-Figure. This would be the right arm, and there are two hand options. You can have a open hand or a fist hand. So these are neat. They're like this black tar-looking substance, which the Mindless Ones look like. Kind of a neat thing, for the Mindless One. Eventually, we'll have him built. We'll talk about the Mindless One more when we get there. And just to show her off next to some other Marvel Legends, especially ones that are characters she has worked with in the comics or is related to in the comics. Here she is with Doctor Strange. That is the Walmart exclusive classic Doctor Strange. And the Villains Wave Dormammu, once again, her uncle. I feel like she does work really well standing next to these figures. It's kind of neat to have more of these mystic magic user characters who don't really see a lot of love when it comes to the Marvel Legends line. It's nice to see her and to kind of fill out the ranks of this as our collection builds. As I said, I am happy to have this figure. A lot of you might just know her as the character that Charlize Theron was at the end of Multiverse of Madness. But overall, a pretty solid figure. One that I said I'm glad I got. I think the only thing I don't love about this figure is the single jointed elbow. I think it is done because of the glove cuts here on the arm. It kind of, forces it to be that single joint. I feel like they could have gotten around it and done something different with it, but I'm not going to complain because she's still a pretty neat figure and still looks really good on the shelf standing next to some other figures. So there you have the new Clea figure in 6 minutes or less, and we will continue with a look at another figure from this wave very soon, so keep it tuned here to the Rock Nerd Radio Show, and leave a like, give me a comment, what do you think of this figure? Until next time, I've been Dan, you've been pretty awesome, I'll see you around.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.